It is also Mr. Don Krypton's birthday month. We don't know the exact date because he refuses to give us government details, you know. They watching, they looking. We got an Evolu Culture New Yorican joint venture tonight. Hey, Poetak, the genius from Japan. We got Miss Jazz Leisha Keys flipping the pages. We got these virtual stages. You know we blaze this. We got the hookah in the house. Oh, that's my book, Poetak, yeah. We got Paul Skiff representing the Lower East Side. Hey, we gotta let everybody in. Everybody in. Everyone in the pool. We got Carolyn. We got Jenny. We got Catman Bill in the house. We're gonna spin about a minute or two, a little bit of this DJ set. We gonna get to the rundown after. And I don't see all the first 5 yet in the building. I'm gonna throw the first 5 performers in the chat. Hey. Welcome to the Thursday night Decolonized open mic, cause y'all might have celebrated Turkey Day today, but we don't really give a fuck on this side, yeah. And just to let y'all know, there is a good luck round. The good luck round is expanded. It is 15 slots today, not just 5. Because we want to have y'all have as much space on this stage to say what you need to say. So I'm actually very honored to be hosting tonight because this is the first real genuine place I got a space in the Nuyorican. So give me a second. I'm trying to do my own bootleg TJ shit. I don't really know what we trying is how to lower it. I don't know shit. Thank you, sir. Hey, right on time. So, Mufasa in the house. Alright, so y'all, this is a real beautiful moment for me. It is a full circle moment for me. I want to welcome y'all all to the Thursday night online open mic. Do feel inclined, if you would like, to unmute to start out the show so we could give everybody a year. Let me see. Oh, turns out I'm not host, so I can't unmute people. Wow.
Yes, you can, Paul. Just click on more and ask all to unmute.
Bet. So I can. Not. Nope. Can't do that. But what I can do is I can welcome y'all all to the space. So, welcome to the Thursday night online open mic. Can I get a year?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Paul!
Hey, thank you. Thank you all.
Happy
Birthday to Ism. It is the Ism's actual birthday today. My birthday was yesterday. Now I passed it off to Ism so he could finish in him, on him. He could throw down the, you know.
Elemental!
Yeah, Elemental's in the building. Storm God motherfucking in the building. Storm God's in the building. Storm Force rocks the world. Hi. We have a Taurus in the building. I'm very excited. I'm like over.
Good Ism.
Yo.
Krypton in the building.
And the infamous Don Krypton. It's his birth month. It's his birth week next week. We don't know what day, but we gonna find out somehow.
Right? Ism's birthday in the building. What's happening, brother?
So I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited to be sharing this space with y'all. because like I said, this is the first place I ever rocked it and kicked it online. Was a Thursday night, and it was the very first Thursday night online open mic that La Bruja and the Nuyo ever did way back in the early Pandy days in April of 2020. So to be hosting this is very beautiful and surreal for me. I want to thank all of y'all for being here, because it is not a mic if we just sitting here by ourselves tonight, right? I also wanted to give a shout all the sponsors that made this possible. The Howard Gilman Foundation, Poetry Foundation, an incredible resource for poets and poetry, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, and Education America. Now that we've done the commercials and done the rundown, this is a literary venue celebrating its 50th birthday, 50 years of Nuyorican poets talking their shit, doing their thing, occupying spaces when no other places would allow them to. So we thank you for allowing the virtual space for us to come into your home on this non-holiday. It is a holy day to honor and recognize those whose lives have been taken, genocided, occupied, colonized. The fact that we are on unceded Lenape land here in Newark, New Jersey. There were 3 different tribes who lived in the city, 3 different denominations and settlements of the Lenape, but they were all Lenape. There was Ramapo Lenape. There were several different kinds of Lenape. So we just want to really acknowledge, as we open up the space tonight, all of the places, all of the unceded land throughout this nation and other nations. I'm speaking for myself now. I will not speak for the Nuyorican, but I will talk about decolonization a lot tonight, and in the first piece that I'm gonna spit tonight, because I'm gonna rip for y'all to open up the space and get into our list. So this is a piece that I've actually edited since I first spit it, but this is the very first piece that I ever spit at the Nuyorican Thursday online open mic, and it's been updated because sadly we keep having all kinds of historical injustices. So liberate Palestine. It's called World Star. Tools for gripping. Whips keep whipping. I could build a border wall with all the bricks I keep flipping, whipping in the kitchen, pack and fill prescription. Eyes penetrate thighs of your daughter's favorite influencer, watching devices raise our children. While governments crucify the last of our black messiahs, but I bet if Dreadhead Jesus were here, he would seek ceasefire in Palestine. Teenagers' whole family sacrificed. Scrambling to provide and survive, bodies commodified, colonized, and placed on firing squad line. No choice left in mind but for them to start Gaza stripping. Bombs thrown at buildings like money showers, dollar bills, drone strikes like visceral fireworks, hospitals full of babies in the NICU being unbirthed by a supremacist militia. It seems humanity's missing. We get Amber Alerts for Abigail and cell towers mute on Samira. If those victims won't pass paper bag tests, will the press even want to hear you? Kids murdered in Connecticut, whole nation in arrest. Kids murdered in Jerusalem. Very well then. Thank you. Next. Taino boy caught on bodegas chopping block and no one lifts a hand to block machete blows. Public snuff film execution of Junior as B camera rolls, watching another Titanic float away from dock, iceberg agencies sink, refugees placing child remains in cages to be raped or worse. But instead we rehearse reality shows and reverse engineer TikTok dances. Another year since Floridian Park landed, teen and queer bodies stopped counting their pulses. Another armed robbery of Madre Atabe. Forget her though. Can't we always just shoot up her club again? Skirt, skirt, pull up a skirt. Ain't this church? Get on your knees. Puberty in the key of Cosby apologies. I mean, was you abused? Well, yeah, me too. But time isn't up. MJ still reigns king of pop psychology. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed. Beat her face. Turn it from black and purple to a healthy Chris Brown. Tweens still say he can hit me any day, and it's okay. Zam, daddy, grab me by the throat and beat me Fenty blue. As if we're living remixed to ignition, indifference, hot and fresh out the kitchen. The problems in our music, no. Games, no. Artificial intelligence, yeah, that's the culprit this month. Never us. Drake, grooming a teen, and I've seen Stranger Things on Pornhub's recommends. Violent ends have violent means. We gather round TMZ and circle jerk pointlessness. What's Kanye on this week? Why is Taylor Swift fucking some teenage plebe? Just another Sussudio suicide. Who decides whose mind, body matters? Beat it. Weinstein would moonwalk past his charges if he could. Forget pharmacological overdose, propofol, benzodiazepine, Lysol wipes, and Mr. Clean. Fuck it all. Let that spread like infection, like COVID-19, like the plague, like subdermal hematoma, just like a Thriller night. Drag them all. Do it for the vultures and corporate whores. Feed the poor. Eat the rich. Move on borders like a bitch. Elect another predator, but make this one a different brand. Go ahead, do it for the gram and your ex following. Live tweet, Reichstall, Krish not as it unfolds. Put the cam in detainment camp. Cells become excuse for modern day slave labor. Cents for wages. Children held at gunpoint in the name of lithium ion cells. Our cells the cause. Cells we use to abuse. More migrant refugee anatomies. Children held in cells camouflaged as schools. As cellies shoot to capture each hallway brawl. Our slaughterhouse cattle caller. World star. Meanwhile, internment and genocide carry on in Hebron, Jericho, at the Rio Grande Wall and Congo's cobalt mines, but since it's their suffering, not mine, perhaps we should all just mind our own. Leave well enough alone. See this here? This is a grip. This is a magazine. This is a click, click, click. This is a precious metal. This is a therapist. This is scalpel. This is an admiral. This is a trap. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a caretaker. This is a school. This is a barrage of bricks. This is a daily bread. This is an exodus. This is an algorithm. This is shuck and jive. This is a church choir. This is alive. This is alluvial. This is infinity stone. This is an endless black mirror, fractured sky, refracting cries and filling our angled gaze with apathy. This is the kind of snap that doesn't only erase half of humanity, but you know its magnitude, because you hold it too. Yet the whole of humanity can't see that we are all vengeful gods, world stars, with the cosmos in the small of our palm. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask everyone to unmute. That was just powerful.
That was fire!
Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Come on, man.
Thank you all.
Set it off, Paul.
Thank you all. Thank you for holding. That piece got me worked up. Okay, so it goes to show that was some old shit that I spun and obviously had to make new. But our hearts are with everybody who is trying to be freed, everyone oppressed, everyone in need of liberation, everyone in need of breath, of air, of a voice. And we all have a voice here. So we are using our voices properly and beautifully, using our voices as advocates for the causes that need speaking. So thank all of you. There is a 4-minute limit on pieces tonight. We will have the good luck round. So if you'd like to sign up, if you have not, then drop in my DMs, or you can drop in Mr. RMT, our producer for the night. Can y'all give it up for You Down with RMT? Yeah, you know we. RMT is for everybody. At the halfway point, we are going to have Ron do his halftime announcements and rundown. And we're going to have a nice little 5 to 6 minute set by the Ism at the halftime point, because he's going to be our official DJ and vibe setter for the night. Give it up for the Ism, the birthday boy, the Ism, the Ism, the Ism, the Ism, the Ism. We love Ism. Ism is for the family. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. And yes, if you've DM'd me, I got you. I got you. Boom. That is verbal confirmation. I got you. Okay. So I'm excited, y'all. We about to set it off. Please welcome, coming up first to the stage, this man is not to be slept on. However, his cats are. Please welcome up first to the stage. Give it up for Mr. Catman Bill.
Shit when I was number 1.
I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Anyway, I didn't tightly script anything tonight, but I was at first going to do some of my nasty stand-up that I haven't done in a couple of years, but I'm not really into humor right now. But so I guess I'll just do a few things on what's most important to me now, and it really centers on trying to organize global concerts to save elephants and rhinos, which I've been trying for almost 10 years in association with March for Elephants in Cape Town. But in any event, so I'll start by saying that about 10 years ago, I delivered a work of art to a client that lives on Fifth Avenue in New York. And after he showed me his art collection, he walked me over to his mantle and he was proud to show me a huge set of elephant ivory tusks. And that was a very dark moment for me, and I just didn't know what to do. And I remember reaching out and touching the tips, not knowing why I did that. But on the way back on the Metro North train to Connecticut, I space traveled back to 1982, standing in a side room emergency in a local hospital with my mother staring down at my dead father. And I began touching his jaw. And my mother asked me what I was doing. And I had no answer. But now, as I rode the train home 10 years ago, I finally had my answer. And it's the way the living pays homage to the dead with either touching of a hand or the swaying of a tusk over a lifeless elephant family member. And that dark moment was channeled into a song that I began writing and brought in an acquaintance friend of mine, Alex Forbes of New York, and we wrote this song. And there has been marches around the globe for every few years to lend justice to trying to end poaching of elephants and rhinos and other animals, but it's not happened. And I've been trying to push the idea, concept of global concerts. And I think I finally have my first concert next year in Connecticut. Connecticut was the epicenter for the past 100. From the 1840s until the mid-20th century, we imported up to 75% of all the ivory taken from slaughtered elephants, and we turned it into an industry for that amount of time. So it's almost poetic justice that we start off, and maybe it will lead into global concerts. I don't have a good grasp of the internet, and I have a need. I have a growing group of people that's going to help me. But if anyone is very savvy with the social media, please give me a note. I need people that can on all levels, but especially social media. So I want to, before I start my song, I just want to read something that was in the New York Times a year ago in August. Anton Zumba, the lead ranger at a reserve in South Africa, had received multiple death threats, but he tried not to let the warnings of danger get to him. His only role in life was to train other rangers to guard rhinos, and he himself was part of that team that guarded rhinos 24/7 with automatic weapons. As he said, what I'm doing, I'm not doing for my own sake. I'm doing this for the world, for my children's children. So one day when I hang my boots, when I retire, when I die, they are going to enjoy wildlife. Last year, Anton was shot dead in front of his family, in front of his house, as a warning to stay away from the poachers. There's an elephant loose on Fifth Avenue tonight. I know his spirit's near. You could hear him rumble across the sky. See him in your rearview mirror. Yeah, that's the thunder of his pounding feet. 'cause that's the tusk on your mantelpiece. You carved out part of his soul. You carved out part of his soul. Thought you just had to have it. Well, that's some heavy traffic. When the jungle's gone, where will the giants roam? Money don't last that long, where will the giants roam? When your conscience calls and nobody's home. There's a rhino loose on a Shanghai street, knocking on your bedroom door, asking about that medicine you need and what kind of fool it's for. And what kind of fool it's for. Thought you just had to have it. Well, that's some heavy traffic. When the jungle's gone, where will the giants roam? Money don't last that long, where will the giants roam? When your conscience calls and nobody's home, where will the giants roam? Thank you.
Please, everybody, give it up for Catman Bill. Beautiful.
Woo! Woo! My man Bill.
More.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's give it chill.
Yep. Very
That was
nice, man.
The giant.
Word.
Beautiful, Bill. Beautiful work.
Yep.
But I'm gonna speak for myself here and say I think that was the most beautiful song that I've ever heard from you. That was just incredible. Like we were, I was incredibly moved. My heart was with the elephants, the visuals. You know, so many. Where will the giants roam? You know, we don't have sanctuaries and places designed for them, and people keep deforesting, right? And colonizing and developing and taking over land, and that leaves them with no place to go. So thank you, Bill. Thank you for speaking for our animal kingdom today as well. Okay, beautiful. And this is a Guitar Thursday. This is the incredible vibes that you can only get on this side of Thursday nights. Please welcome a man that I've met quite a few times and heard him rock in person, and his energy carries his way all the way from across the left coast, all the way here from C to Joski C. Please give it up for Joski C, y'all.
Oh, hey, Paul. It's wonderful to see you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday-ism. Happy birthday, everybody, man. So it's always fascinating to me how I have to play back-to-back with Catman and some of the other wonderful guitar players. That it's just serendipity that we wind up being next door to each other. Even so, I have a new song. This is new shit. I've just been writing this over the past few days. It's called 4 Hours a Day. 4 hours a day, that's what they say, to walk on the road when the sky stops falling. 4 hours a day, a pause they say, listen for your children calling. 4 hours a day, try to escape bombs start falling. Hours a day, a frantic pace, a race to locate your sons and daughters. 4 hours a day to grieve and to pray. Can't find a way to escape this slaughter. 4 hours a day trying to escape. When the bombs start falling, pamphlets scattered, death lying on the ground. Borders a gate, locked by hate. Dreams emigrate like birds in heaven, and babies who cry, still alive. But there's no escape from this Armageddon. 4 hours a day trying to escape. When the bombs start falling,
Incredibly powerful. Please, y'all, give it up for Joski C.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
gorgeous.
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's
Woo.
really
beautiful.
gorgeous.
That was
Man,
Stop.
so
some
So
beautiful,
beautiful
man.
beautiful.
man, right?
Stop
Also,
It really
bombing.
was.
Very
Stop
nice.
this is the
bombing.
weakest, and now on the
Yes.
line, we got a
Yes.
Jokey C
Yes.
song. Real.
Stop bombing.
So
Stop
sweet. So
bombing.
sweet, man.
Bringing the heat.
Woo!
Bringing that heat. I know that's right. So Joski, I have goosebumps, man. That song was just incredibly powerful, and I think it grounded me, and puts everything in perspective. Um, we're in a horrifying position where humanity is being ripped away and life is being ripped away from innocent children, civilians, people who have nothing to do with the conflict, and their radio waves and airwaves and cell towers, they may be censored and muted, but art is well and alive, and activists and advocates are well and alive, and these are dehumanizing times, but we are here to bring the humanity and the empathy to the forefront. So Joski, brother, we love you. Keep doing the beautiful work you do. Our guitarists and musicians are poets too. This man writes incredible poems. Please follow him at Joski C. Right, that's your Instagram handle as well, right? Joski C. Yeah, follow him. Please, because he also posts incredible haikus and micro poems and poetry in his stories on his Instagram. So please follow him, plug in with him. Yeah. All right. Whew. This night has been quite elemental because we are in a fire season. Sagittarius season is the second day of it, and who better to bring to the stage next than somebody who is well versed in the flames and the fire. Please give it up for the next man about to give him a hand. It is our resident fireman, fireman, fireman. Give it up for Eddie Flame-tastic, y'all.
Thank you, my bro. You're so bombastic. But first, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Paul Queso. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, brother. And ism. Thank you, brother. We love you, Ed. That was beautiful.
We love you too. And thank you for pushing on through. All right. I got two short pieces, but my first piece is called Love and War. Palestine versus Israel, Jews versus Nazis. Doesn't ring a bell? One big genocide spree. War's good for nothing. There's a life taken away. There's all the risk getting something. Lives taken by minute, hour, and day. Where's humanity? Where's the truce? Where's the empathy? Where's the juice? Where's the reality? It doesn't have to be obtuse. As history tells us nothing, there are no winners in wars. There's always ducking and running. Don't ignore. We need love to restore. And next, this is called Hungry Body. A spicy tongue slowly melts. Fast-moving suns. Passion has begun. Embers rain down at the center. New sloppy sounds. Winds getting thinner. Salty and sweet drops. Taste for a bond. Non-stop swatch to the top. Consciousness in the great beyond. Flicks our ears and backs. Bones jump into a beat. Jolts from our heart attacks. Ruffling our loins and feet. Up against your moist skin. I feel sensations of being alive. Our moans of joy transcends the ring of bare beehives. Your fusion lustful beast, forming one big tornado. The boats never decease, developing by a pink volcano. Both piles to the closeness, cleave each other for sweet life, engulf the intoxicating mist, two hungry shadows creating light. I want another sweet bare taste, not less sweet, not less bitter. I want to see euphoria on your face, make your weather more wetter. Your sin assaults my soul, your essence fuels my pleasure, your heat melt away my cold. Your energy has no measure. My nakedness leaves unashamed. My hungry mouth wants honey. My hornet refusing to be untamed. Our waterfalls will be less runny. Let's savor the warming darkness. Let me taste your salty sweet drops. Let us dance at our burning desires. Let us move till time stops and pops. We're lost in a sweaty bliss. The bright sun quietly shows up. Our tired eyes try to resist. Oh, the roars from the dumpster trucks. And thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Appreciate you. Give it up for Eddie. Give it up for our resident fireman. Flametastic. We love you, Eddie.
I love you guys too. Thank you, Blue.
That was wonderful, Eddie. It's wonderful.
Operation Ready on them.
Operation Ready on him. We about to have to start calling you the Flame Bender. The Element Bender, because he said make your weather more wetter. Like that was a bar. This man about to be all of the houses of the Avatar. He about to be the Fire Nation. He about to be the Wind Nation. All right. Because that poem was straight Fire Nation. Okay. So we've been jumping around. We've been going to the left coast, the west coast. We just went to DC. Now we about to jump all the way over the sea, because we're about to travel to the Pacific to a resident genius of ours. I don't know if you know him, but he is a prolific multimedia, multimodal artist. He protect, he attack, but most importantly, he's Poetac. Give it up, y'all.
Kamikaze attack. Glad to see you, Paul. It's been a while. How's it going?
It's going great, Poetac. I miss you, man. I miss you. I mean, I keep up with you on social media, but I miss you. Life is good. Life is busy, but it's good. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm also busy. You know, Japanese people are always busy. So, wow. Now, as you know, Japan is, a time gap 14 hours earlier. So today is November 24th, Black Friday today in Japan. Yeah. And, in Japan also a bunch of people go shopping. Wow, come on. It's a scene of, commercialism. Wow. Capitalism. Wow. So today I want to show you the parody of Black Friday. Title is Blank Friday. It's a dance beat spoken word, so I'm sure you'll like it. Please take a watch. Enjoy. See the Blank Friday that you sell. The Blank Friday that you sell, but I hope it's coming from me. Hear the boy crying so many tears, all my ears are full of scales. And the girl screaming so many tears, it's for me. Baby, did you ever see the missile? Guys, the hands full of gun. Say, did you ever see the hands rise? Full of gun, and your booty has begun. Black Friday passing by, if the gun rise in the sky. Oh, and a beauty, yes, a beauty, down, down, down began. Let's be the Black Friday that you sell. Yeah, the Black Friday that you say, but I hope it coming for me. Black Friday, pray for peace. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Poetic, y'all.
I want to hear that with bass.
Yo, that dude is straight
Multimedia is
genius.
right.
Like, just Ism and Paul don't make it no better groovy. Like, yo, off the chain with it.
Yo, that was tight.
Thank you.
And like, I feel bad because I know that there was a message and we were dancing mad hard. Yeah, that.
But it's important. It's important to dance through the revolution.
Yeah.
It is. It's important. And the Ism said, he was like, this poem would have ate in 1995. That was given big like jock jams, like pump up the jam, pump it up.
It felt like shit that I used to listen to like back in the day. Like nah, that was house. Like that was house with a message. Like.
I mean, but that's what they do with consumerism and with capitalism. They just sell us a beautiful beat and a beautiful image, and then they make us sell out for it. And like you said, the violence that it inflicts upon people, how many people get trampled, right? How many people get it's blank, it's a void, it's vacant, it's vapid. We buy into, oh, it's such a, it went from $3,000 to now it's just 1.5. Well, it was never worth even 1.5, right? And then yeah, I've shown foreign exchange students videos, of Walmart and the midnight Black Friday craziness. Craziness, like violence, people shooting each other over a flat screen, right? Or people being stomped, people just being trampled and killed in the name of stuff. Shit. Speaking of which, the cars outside are going wild. Okay, so yeah, they sell us a dream, but you brought us beauty. You brought us beauty in those blank spaces. Thank you, Poetic, the genius, always fusing his infographics and his music with his poetry. That's why we call him a genius around these parts. All right. So speaking of genius, incredible people in the room, incredible voices who grace this stage. And the next poet coming up is no different. She has some powerful words to share with us, and her voice is also celestial. Her name is Celestial. Please welcome, coming up next to the stage, Celeste.
Hello, my lovelies. How is everybody? It is nice to see everyone. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Known for being the sexier signs. So hey, there's always that. I'm gonna do a new poem for you that I've been writing about a lot about Palestine and Gaza and the feeling of guilt of just hanging out in the the Western world and having to watch everything. For myself, I chose a very long time ago not to have children, and I love children, but motherhood is just not something that I've ever wanted for myself. And one thing that's really been hitting me is this like internal frustrated mother that's been coming through in all this experience of watching just all these kids and all these bereft parents. So this is one of the poems that came out of that, and it's called Send Me One. After my warm shower, after a hot breakfast that I've had before, I looked up how to fly to Cairo. I still haven't been, and I've always wanted to go. The ancient Egyptians are the celebrities of my life, and I thought of leaving and going to see my friend and her apartment and meeting her kids and her dogs, and maybe telling her then after we hang out for a while that I'm going to go to the market at some odd hour. Maybe I'll tell her I'm just going to go to the deck to smoke and then find a fucking way to get to Gaza. The ledge that I stand on is pretty and velvety, and you can't see the bars in the air. I've already got them reinforcing my head, but my spine is a lot stronger. I'm no better. I'm no better because I've slept through the screams because they're nice and far away. But the tool that comes with my cage is a window to the world, and I see those kids. I can't comfort those women. I can't comfort those houses. I can't rebuild that tea. I can't make that bread. I can't bake when all I have in this fucking house is flour and water and time. I'd go dressed in night. I would go. Just give me one. Anyone. It's all that I can take. It's all that I can fake, all I can emoji and like on for digital hearts. Maybe say that they're a drunken family member who fell off a tourist cruise and I found them and brought them from the desert to the nicest box they've ever seen. They'd love it. The sun and the breeze paid for in blood that we never have the pleasure of mopping up. Just give me one. I'd raise them to be calm and teach people how to live in captivity with a smile and a fucking tool to see the world through. Just give me your boy. Give me your girl, your brother, your mom, your friend, the dogs, my God, the dogs, the cats, the frames, the walls, the rocks, and the trees. There are no trees. Just give me one. There must be one thing still left alive. I'll protect it. Just give me one. Thank you.
Hey, on y'all, please give it up for Celeste. Ooh.
That was deep. That was profound. That was very profound.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Painfully profound. Cathartically. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing that, man. Word.
All you have
Word.
recognizing the privilege that you have, and then recognizing what you could do to at least help. That's a lot.
Water and flour and time. Oh my God.
Ooh. Profound. And again, like the parenthood is not the only way we can raise people and raise generations and influence lives. There's so much of a need to protect and to foster and to care for those already here. So thank you for your intention in not wanting to add to those in need, and instead saying you are going to turn your healing energy to those present and outward, and your words being a balm for us all. Because shit, they came into this space and they woke us up, and then they held us, So thank you, Celeste. Thank you for being the being you are. And bringing your power into this space. An incredibly powerful night so far. So if you want to jump on the good luck round, there still is room. We are not quite at the halfway point yet. I'm gonna throw it to Ron once we get there, but we're rounding. We're getting close. We have a few more performers before we get to halftime, which is going to feature a nice little set by the ism as well. So we're gonna have our DJ do some of his magic. and this is the first of its kind. I've not seen a DJ in many Zoom events, so we're actually kind of piloting some shit. This is some real sad shit that we're doing, that we're just throwing out there. And we ain't say it. Celeste said it. Celeste said we are one of the sexier signs. I mean, I ain't say it. I wasn't gonna be the one to say it. However, you know, it don't lie. Okay, thank you again for your power and your voice, Celeste. We love you. We appreciate you. We see you. Coming up next to the stage, he is an incredibly talented voice himself. He is profound. He is a walking lesson. Please give it up for Mr. Raw Iron James, y'all.
Blessings, Eureka family. Good to see you all again. It's been a while since I've been here on a Thursday night. I invite you to wake up. You keep saying wake up. Follow the money. Don't get sucked into all the narratives that's going on. Palestine, Israel, Ukraine. Don't forget about Yemen, the Sudan, the Congo, other parts of South America. There's strife going on with all peoples of all colors. Do not get sucked down the narrative that distracts us and keeps us believing that we are different and we are separate. Because it's only together we experience the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. What we're experiencing today, we have done many times in the past, but we keep looking at the past with scorn, so we can't see the wisdom. I invite you to get your house in order and take care of your community, because there is a fight coming, and the revolution will be live and in living color, not just on the TV, on social media, on the radio, but it's going to be in your hearts. Anyway, I've got two pieces I'd like to share with you. Pretty new stuff. One of them, I'm not sure if I did it with Brother Elemental on Monday night, but anyway, I offer these words. What you do with them, I leave to you. It is a bridge from the void into the vastness, linking thoughts in the chasm of our minds. At times, it stands quietly like a trusted friend. Other times, it concealed in plain sight. It resides in all that romance delight, never absent from the dark of shadowy nights. Truth is an unwavering companion, transcending time, occupying all space. It holds no bias with our daily battles with ourselves. Forged from the trials of fire, resiliency our reward. Each moment of truth, fleeting impermanence. It ripples inside out as it shapes our lives, lived reality. Truth is a timeless force that is forever expanding. We are the offsprings in the realm of an illusion, a creative divinity to temper the flames of anger. No need to tame its power, for it shall set you free. An oasis for wandering souls lost in the sands of time. Its strength is like an inhaled breath that brings forth life. For truth, we are born to return to the truth. We are the storytellers of truth that flows from truth. The needle of the compass pointing to the true north, a projected thesis that is intrinsic to the economy of life. Truth flows inside out, and the world is our reflection. Truth, like life, is to be lived. Be the love of your life. End of piece. And this last piece, I just penned this today, so I don't even know if it's finished. I haven't even recited it out loud, so. Right now, I'm calling it Out of Eden. Are we the fallen angels? Sorry, start again. Are we the angels who fell to dwell in this garden of duality? Out of Eden, we suffered forward to create gods out of our likeness, in quest to answer life's mysteries and the hidden enigmas in the dark. The wool of lies pulled over eyes as evil lurks in the ignorant mind, cloaked by a shroud of religious ethics as the obvious hides in plain sight. A utopic mindset Where down is up, the temple walls stand on shaky grounds. Attempting to make sense of the unknown, most follow faithfully, eyes veiled to untested commandments. In hopes of securing a place in nirvana, fueled by myths, they embrace fate's truth that paves the good roads to hell's intentions. Time will tell if the blind that leads the blind into the noise of an uncertain faith, praying to be the fulfillment of the saints on bended knees before our creations. So as below, so as above, as we shines mercy's light. Thank you, poets. Blessings to you all.
Give it up for Raw, y'all.
Woo! Woo! Oh, that was dope. Awesome. 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 Awesome.
I always appreciate when you bring your story.
I
man.
love
It's
your
so next level.
words so
Appreciate
much.
you so much.
Beautiful words. Beautiful words.
In the words of Bianca, my best from the left coast, raw is raw with the words. And thank you, brother. Thank you for bringing and rising the consciousness too, to say it is not just what's going on in Palestine and Ukraine. It is also what's going on in the Congo and Sudan. And we can't forget these, despite these things having gone on for decades, and despite the genocides reaching numbers in the millions, people can become desensitized to them. But free Puerto Rico, free Sudan, free the Congo, free all colonized and oppressed places, free Hawaii. Free all of the places with people oppressed and colonized that don't want to be, right? Fuck your colonizer mentality. Fuck the fact that you try to hold all people down in a tongue that is a colonizer's tongue that we don't intend to speak properly, and then hold degrees as the only gateway or latchway out of these, when a lot of us be colonized through education as well. But anyway, thank you for bringing that important message to the stage. That was incredible. That was potent. Y'all they came in their fucking bag today. They said, okay, I had to sit around my dinner table with some relatives talking some bullshit, and I had to hear them spew it, toxic. Now y'all came and you wanted to give everybody the antidote. So y'all is doing that. Speaking of which, somebody I've occupied many workshop spaces with, somebody I've seen grow in his own potency of word and verse. He gonna give y'all the key, the principles. Please give it up for Mr. Principe Gaiti Jr., y'all.
Right now, I'll be reading one poem. Hola, de donde eres, como te llama, gracias. 7 words that come to mind as I search the abiding memory bank of the double helix. I can hear now the Spanish. I traverse tracks of the conspicuous maze within New York. I was the answer to 11 times 1. See my dad's side with a vibrant, vivid time. So my padre La Escuela in the Bronx, then exited 5 days later. Struggled studying romantic languages like hollow hearts. Spread out like puzzle pieces. They need to be put back together. It gets better because I want to know so I can glow in the enlightened eyes of someone. Make love with words to others so I can attend to the Cabernet of your heart. Tend with a more, give more with a more poem.
Hey, give it up, y'all, for Principe.
Thank you.
Drop the poem at the end. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah. Make love with words, man.
Yes. Fuck yes. Don't make war. Make love with words. Yeah. Why do y'all think so many of us are born in November and December? Because our parents were fucking around the love holiday. That's exactly what was happening. They had to pencil us in. They were like, "Hold up, is that time to get it in? Is that time? Is that time? Hold on, it's shoot up the club. It's shoot up the club o'clock. We gotta set the alarmer. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was incredible, Principe. Thank you for bringing your words. I say this every time I see you now. I'm so fucking proud of you, and I'm so proud of the progression that you've made in your work. Right from the first time I met you, like just keep bringing your words to spaces. Don't know. Yeah, sorry. They gave me the hosting duties, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, Sag is gonna Sag. Okay. So coming up next to the stage, I'm not super familiar with this poet. However, his name is giving regal. His name is giving like I'm gonna see this shit just like all over the place on podiums and whatnot. It's regal. It's giving regal. Please, coming up next to the stage, give it up for Warren Dixon Jr. Y'all.
How you guys doing? First of all, before I start with my poem, I want to say thank you to Paul and whoever is co-hosting alongside him for having me here. I was originally here last time, but I didn't get a chance to share. So I'm glad to be here, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I do have one poem that I'm going to read, and I'm hoping I could screen share. Okay, so it's not letting me screen share for whatever reason.
Second, let me see.
Just bear with me, y'all.
I've enabled it. Go ahead, Warren.
Thank you. All right, so since today is Thanksgiving, I decided to do a poem in honor of today. So this one is called Thanksgiving to Me. What is Thanksgiving to me? Well, in life, you'll hear people tell you to count your blessings. I count mine, and it goes a little something like 1, 2, thank you, Lord, for all you do. 3, 4, your presence comforts me even more. But for real, what is Thanksgiving to me? Is it a nourishment for the soul that I'm the captain of? Or if I master this, do I take it for granted like the turkey that folks overseas wish they had? God forbid. It's when the words thank you sail from my mouth to the destination of individuality, reality looking out at me from the front of my windshield, hoping I don't stop at another red light because that's the color that adds flavor to what tastes best, which is gratitude. That sweetness of knowing just how grateful I am for my family, whom I love more than pumpkin pie. Then, once I'm through with that dessert, I end up putting my dish in the sink so I can wash out those who are ungrateful. Think about those who are less fortunate, the homeless, the impoverished, and the hungry. So, when you ask me what Thanksgiving is to me, I'll just say it's more than a tradition. It's more than a decision. It's about the recognition of the blessings that I've been given. I'm no mathematician, but Thanksgiving doesn't mean division, but I need your full attention so I can lay out my definition. It's the condition of precision where my mind is put in position to be wishing for a vision that is brought to fruition, a vision where student loan debt can finally be forgiven and college folks with submissions can earn free tuition. It involves no politician. It's far from being a religion. It's not about me in the kitchen trying to get a good nutrition. It's all about the rendition of thanking God for the ambition to accomplish the mission with him as your supervision. In addition, our hearts are about as broken as the system where people of opposition have admission to this prison, the prison of competition where everyone thinks they're winning when there are people who are starving in other countries like Great Britain. Instead of us pretending like all of this is fiction. We need to know the facts, not just go off our opinions. I hope I gave a description of my Thanksgiving benediction, and that's coming from this guy who was grateful to be a Christian. Thank you.
Oh, y'all, give it up for Warren Dixon, y'all. Warren's back.
Yeah.
Come on with that, man. Come on with that.
So
That was
amazing.
With the swag
I
test
need
on the
to see
notes
you in
too.
more spaces, Warren.
welcome, man. For real. Don't
That
be a
was
stranger.
awesome.
For real.
That was awesome,
What,
man.
what a welcoming into the space. All right, so I should have asked you before I brought you up. This is your first time spitting on the Nuyorican?
This is my first time sharing with y'all,
Yes.
but this is my second time here at this event.
So let me be the first to say and lead a chorus of one of us. One
One
of us.
One of us.
One of us.
One of
One
us.
of
One
us.
of us. One of
One
us.
of us.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're welcome.
That's crazy. Hey, Paul, let me tell you something really quick before we move on. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, it's crazy how, like, just me being nervous an hour ago to share my poem has led to me already being family. Like it's amazing, man.
Family. You had a family affair. The family's all here. We've been waiting on you, so we're pulling up your family chair. Bro,
Hey.
your lines, your cadence was dope. Bianca said your cadence, and you had just that endless precision. You hit it relentless. You got that.
Love.
You killed it. That endless
Cadence went off.
Asian Britain, you killed it. Where can we follow you? Where can we find you?
So actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna post my socials and everything in the chat. So yeah, I'm gonna do that there. I would tell y'all right now, but it's cold as shit right now. I'm in Buffalo, New York.
No, not Buffalo. Yo, Buffalo.
Yeah, so things are getting cold or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna type it in the chat and y'all can follow me.
Right. Appreciate
one more thing I'm gonna say, Paul. If you thought that poem was good, stay tuned in 2024 because I got a whole lot of the shit cooking for y'all.
Hey, cooking up dope in the crock pot. All right. We love debuts. Usually La Bruja is our usual Thursday night host. And when she welcomes somebody to a stage for the first time, she sings the Pop the Cherry song. So I'm gonna do that because it's not super weird. We're going to pop the cherry, baby, 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 pop, 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 pop. All right. Thank you as always. On a beatboxing, Ism always got my back, yo. On the ones and twos. And yeah, yo, thank you. You are home. We have just been waiting for you to arrive, you know? So yeah. Whew. We've got one more performer before we hit halftime. The halftime is going to be Ron gives us the rundown and the public service announcements that we need. And then Ism's going to have himself a nice little set as our DJ / performer. And I want to give a quick plug to all the other hosts that we have in the Nuyo-verse. RMT, our tech man, the man in the chair, the man behind the booth, the man on the ones and twos. We love our RMT. We love the man who hosts Monday nights online open mic. I want y'all to give it up. Storm God's in the motherfucking building. Give it up for my brother Elemental. Hopefully y'all will hear from him later. He hasn't signed up yet, but I'm kind of going to peer pressure him too, because that's how we do. Storm God shit. Also, the B. We give mad love to the bzzz. You want to bumble with the B, huh? Bzzz. And always, Ray Jane is always a Nuyo host on my heart. I'm going to still give love to my Storm Force sister. Always at It's Ray Jane. Follow her at the B. The artist for the B. At My Crumbled Thoughts for J Rose. Because they are hosting. The B and J Rose are hosting a Monday night slam, and Ron's going to plug some of these things, so I'm going to shut up. But that brings me to the next person coming to the stage, because I met him at my event, the karaoke after party, later dubbed Voices and Vibes, which Ism has been a feature at in person at the Nuyorican. But this man coming to the stage next, he is a master of the medley. He is a killer of the vocal breakdown. Please give it up, y'all, for Namiya Gichi Mamaya. Namiya Gichi Mamaya. Mufasa Peterson, y'all.
Hey, how y'all doing? First of all, Paul, happy birthday, bro.
Love you,
All
bro. I
love
love
to
you.
you, man. Listen, may you live long life like tree and grow to be the king you were always meant to be, man. All right? Now, of course, I don't like to sing the happy birthday song, but it's you, so I shall try my best to sing this happy birthday song. You can hear me correctly, right? You can hear me good?
You gonna give us the Stevie version?
Maybe.
Okay.
Now, y'all can hear me, right? You can hear me? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, whew, that was tough. That was tough. Whew. Whew, my goodness. Whew. All right. Now for this poem, I had to take a quick history lesson, so it took me like about 10 minutes to write this poem because I am out of the loop in terms of politics, but I am not a stranger to decolonization. So this particular poem is for this particular event right now. So this is new shit. All right. Now, this is experimental, so hopefully y'all like it. It did not end with flags sliding down tall. It did not end with flags sliding down tall poles and distant outposts. It did not end with the winds of change, independence, handover, and midnight birth. It did not end when arms were put down in solidarity. It did not end with the signing of papers. It did not end when a speech was declared. It did not end with a change of heart. It did not end when walls were fallen. It will end when awareness becomes practice. It will end when history becomes tradition again. It will end when this system made of paper instead of metal should be easily changed and not be easily overwritten. It will end when death should not loom over us to the point where it is visual to the human eye. It will end where freedom rings like church bells and rages like forest fires. It will end when ideology becomes democracy instead of tyranny. It will end when footsteps and tears don't race to see which one would hit the ground first. It will end when our humanity should not be hearkening imperialism and ultimately modernization. It will end when my life will be more than just a collateral damage to an unwarranted war. It will end when our bodies should be laced with love instead of scars and memories. It will end when angels sing instead of cry. When will these violent ends never be more than the means? I am the accumulation of my ancestors' rage and unsaid prayers. I am the voice that will cry to the rosaries and the shrines that offer any type of solace for when oppression should not feel like omnipotence. For when justice should be within our jurisdiction and never an illusion. For when our earth should not be fermented in blood and riddled with rubble as lands are forced to join in unison. For when it was always this way, never be first nature to our lips to describe the situation at hand today. For when our skin and mother tongue should not be the last source of unarguable proof that the history of today does not define the history that actually occurred. When the sky falls like the bombs with no feeling inside, and the mortars of aerial bombardments fill the air, I will stand on this hill of ash, dead bees, and cravings we left in the earth, and scream revolution until it reverberates in our minds and take the remnants of what peace truly looked like to the grave with me. Ay de los conquistados, para los conquistados. Thank you. Oh, that was tough.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Everybody's in
That
their
was
bag.
so beautiful, man.
It's not even Black Friday yet, and everybody's in their bag. Yo,
Perfectly
you
put.
said you
Perfectly put.
researched that and wrote that today? That's
Yeah, I wrote that like 10 minutes ago. I wrote that 10 minutes ago. I didn't necessarily have a poem for this particular event, so I had to do my research for 5 minutes and rush to make this poem in 5 minutes. So,
Wow.
Crazy. That's some shit that only a man whose name is as fucking magical as Mufasa would do. That's some, bro. King of the jungle, Mufasa. Simba, remember who you are. I love it. I'm sorry, Mufasa. I don't mean to do that to you every time I see you. I know you're so sick of that. I know you're so sick of it because it's been your life. But I love you, and it's coming from a place of love. And thank you for the birthday song, brother. They can find you at Mufasa Peterson on IG, right?
Yes. So if you want to find me, my name is Mufasa Peterson, Petersen. If you have trouble finding me, I'm in my adult suit, brought to you by Adult Money. Yeah, Adult
Money.
Yeah, and I want to thank all of you for coming on this Thanksgiving. And I have 2 sign-offs today, since today is a special day. So my first one is to embrace the broken pieces of you with bloodied hands and eyes full of tears, because broken glass in mosaics looks amazing when it's kissed by the sunlight. And the second one is be thankful for your presence, because none can mimic it, and be thankful for the lips that spill praise and poetry as your presence is welcome to wherever you step in. Okay.
You just gonna nonchalantly drop that there. Just be like, oh, before I go, I'm just gonna leave you all with.
Listen, but happy birthday, Paul. As I said, many more. Have a good night to all of y'all. I am out.
Brother, be safe. Be safe.
Likewise. Love and kisses to all of y'all.
It's much love. That is his adult clothes, his adult Nightmare Before Christmas. He bought with his adult motherfucking money. All right. Speaking of money, we gotta run some of these announcements. We gotta pay some bills. Bills. Can't pay my telephone bill. Can't pay my automobile. Can't call the Bronx, we could chill. Please, give it up. Give your attention to Mr. Ron Mark Thompson, y'all.
Thank you so much, Paul, and happy belated birthday to you. And my singing voice is not as good as Eddie's or Mufasa, so I'm not going to sing. Happy birthday, Ism, or whoever else's birthday was. I think I'm getting confused, but it's so good to have you guest hosting today. Well, and it's amazing because you've hosted so many in-person, you mentioned karaoke, voices and vibes, verses and vibes. You did workshops, and here we are, your first guest hosting. So there's always time for a first time for everything, So we're so glad to have you here along with the ISM and along with everyone else. Hello, everyone. My name is Ron Mark Thompson. I'm one of the program and operation assistants at the New York Poets Cafe. And I'm actually not by myself today. I also see in Zoom my fellow program and operations assistants, Jasmine Gonzalez, and the other Paul Labroy. So thank you guys for hanging out with us today as well. We have one member missing, Cap. She is, with her family right now, and our fearless leader and executive director, Labrua, she is still out of town. But Paul is, doing a wonderful job guest hosting for her today, which is a great segue for me to let you know what is going on at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. If I can find the right screen share, here we go. And yes, you are currently in the Thursday night online open mic, which is normally hosted by our executive director, La Brua. But today, Paul Concasso is filling in. Thank you again, Paul. And I'm pretty sure this will not be the only time. We love to have you here. What a powerful evening so far. In case you're wondering, it's the same Zoom ID every Thursday. Also, we have the Monday night online open mic. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to hear from Elemental in a second. And you also see the Zoom ID there. I'm going to put that in the Zoom chat in a minute. And we are also live streaming our online open mics to our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and X, formerly Twitter feed. You can watch us there. Shout out to Kimberly G if she is still watching, and anyone else who I forgot to mention. We really appreciate you checking in. And if you want to watch your own performance back after the live stream ends, you can just go back to our social media and replay those videos. Also, La Brua hosts Beatniks online. Stay tuned with us to let you know when the next edition will be curated and hosted by her. And as many of, hopefully by now know, because even though our building is currently closed, a few weeks ago, after we celebrated our 50th anniversary, we did have to close the New Rican Poets Cafe's building on East 3rd Street for a major reconstruction to modernize it, to make it safe, to expand the performance spaces, to add workshop, to add an elevator, which we don't even have yet. So the city will be doing that. During those 3 years, we will not be silent. We actually just came from Puerto Rico, brought some of our open mics there. So that was exciting and good to see and make new connections there. Then this week, literally 3 days ago on Monday, we started our new Monday night New Rican Bowery Slam at the Bowery Poetry Club every Monday, 7 p.m., hosted by J Rose and the B. They will alternate. J Rose started this week. The B will be next week. And yeah, you can come to to this program Slam, and tickets are $20. You can get them at bowerypoetry.com/slam, or if you're on the live stream, pause the stream and scan the QR code. And even though we don't have a flyer yet, but all the winners from Mondays will be competing in our new Friday night Grand Slam, which will be monthly, not this month, but next month on the last Friday in December, which I believe is the 29th. And that one will be, if we can get it all worked out, it will be at the Pregones Theater on 42nd Street. Guys, we are so excited about that. So either come to be in the audience or win the Monday Night Slam, and then you automatically can get in for free and compete. So we look forward to this. Also, La Brua will be continuing her writing workshops. Those are free at Studio One, which is a few blocks from the New Rican Poets Cafe and the Bowery Poetry Club. It's on 4th Street. That one is next week on the 30th. La Brua will be back in town for that one. November 30th, Thursday, 7 p.m. and December 14th, 7 p.m. If you cannot make it in person, no worries. She has been live streaming those writing workshops on the New Rican Poets Cafe's Instagram page. So you can ride along with all the in-person attendees if you would like to. Here are all of our current social media handles, our website, newrican.org. If you go to our website, click on full events calendar, not only can you get your artist RSVP tickets for the next online open mics, which, as you may know, open 24 hours before the online open mic start. If you go to our ticket site, you will also notice that we are also holding our next Wednesday, Women's Orators Wednesday, on the first Wednesday in December, which is December 6th at 6:30 p.m. And Saul Preem will be returning to our first offsite open mic on December 27th. That's a Wednesday. And those will be held at the Loisaida Center, which is on 10th Street. So just keep following us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, so you will not miss out on any of those in-person programs offsite, outside of our building. Follow La Brua on Instagram at La Brua NYC. I also put Elemental's Instagram handle here, which I will not even attempt to pronounce. He will be better in doing that. If you want to contribute, just in case you didn't notice, but Paul's guest hosting today and Elemental's hosting on Mondays and La Brua's hosting on Thursday. is still free. So, and we want to continue doing that. So if you would like to donate, go to neweweekend.org/contribute, and you may use your credit card to help us out. And Paul, you remember that, since we started in the pandemic with the online open mics, it has been a tradition that on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we have held our online open mics. So I'm so happy, Paul, that you're doing it, today, to continue this tradition and this powerful decolonized theme. I didn't even think that people would show up and, have poems, or let alone like Mufasa write one 10 minutes before, no pressure. So thank you, guys. So on that note, Paul is doing many amazing things outside of the New Regan Poets Cafe as well. He actually is known as Professor Paul Latorre, as you can see on this flyer here. He has been doing also for the last 3 years a yearly workshop with Peggy Robles's company called Mindful Masculinity. The next and last one for this year is this coming Monday, November 27, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's in Zoom. It's free. You see the information here. I will put that in the chat as well. Follow at Paul Concasso on Instagram, because he also does workshops with Art Defined. And I think we're going to bring Voices and Vibes back somewhere, somehow, we'll just have to find the right venue, so don't worry. Until then, we're going to continue seeing Paul here, on the online open mic. I hope so. But on that note, before we hand it back to him, I'm going to ask Elemental to unmute himself, because he is our Monday night online host. He's been doing a great job this past Monday while I was partially away helping out the in-person tech at the Bowery Poetry Club. But Mondays is a little bit different than Thursdays. There's also a theme. Elemental, welcome back. Let everyone know what can we expect on Monday. Bye, everyone.
Yo, first and foremost, make sure you give it up for the one and only Ron Mark Thompson, aka RMT. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. All right, as he said, I am Elemental, host of the Monday night online open mic. The hypest side of Thursday night, which is Monday. You know what I mean? Listen, usually we get down on themes, right? This week we're looking at cosmic cooking, right? Baker's Delight. Around this time of year, we always find something good that entices our nose, right? Can't help but stay in the kitchen, right? But what are we cooking, right? What is the things that the universe is cooking in your brain, right? What are the new poems that you got cooking up, right? So I'm looking forward to it. Your poem does not have to be on theme, but make sure you are rocking with us. Sign up Sunday to rock on Monday. So before we get to the show, I'm going to pass it back to the dopest host in the Zoomverse. Let me tell you about this cat. Let me tell you, Storm Gods all the way in the building. Shout out to Ism. Shout out to all the birthdays in the building, man. I'm telling y'all, when you get a chance to hear the Ism rock, you will definitely not forget it. Shout out Overlook Culture. Shout out all the folks, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Brother, give it up for Elemental, y'all. Elemental and Ron Mark Thompson, the dream team that makes Monday nights happen. My brothers. When my brother E said it on the left, then I'm gonna set it on the right. We are not making flute music, but we'll still be some outcasts, right? So I just want to give it up. It was one of the highlights of my year this past summer. Elemental flew out and came to New York for the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and then he stayed and did a couple of weeks of excursioning, and then it ended. He extended his stay longer for me because he took part in an incredible event that was called You Got Versed, and it was a poetry battle, like a wild and out battle between New York City and NJ in Newark, and I had to lead Team New York City, because I work for the New Yorker, and we came and he threw it down. He killed it. He absolutely killed it. And you are my brother forever, E. You are my brother forever. Okay, so speaking of brotherhood, speaking of powerful forces coming into the space, it is this man's birthday today. And he's about to come grace this stage because he is multifaceted, multi-talented. He already released an album of meditative, frequency, soul vibing music before Andre 3K did it. This man has been making club and Jersey club music and house music and experimenting with those sounds long before Drake vultured it. This man has put music into Spike Lee soundtracks and released over what, 10 years? 10 years worth of music?
It's I'm on my 11th.
11 years. 11 because that is a divine number.
Well, it's my 11th project.
11th project.
Putting out music for yeah.
Yeah, we gonna say that. We gonna say. All right. So y'all, I'm gonna step to the side and I'm gonna need y'all to give a warm birthday boy hand to the ism.
Okay. Peace everybody. Wait. Sorry, I'm a little dark. Peace everybody. I'm gonna do a quick song and then I'm gonna do a piece. New shit.
New shit.
Peace to everybody that performed. Elemental, you already know. Sean Battle, I see you. B, I see you. Everybody. Paul gave me my first feature at the New York, actually. And that was a very big deal for me. So I hope I do y'all justice. But hold on. Do I do something from the meditation project or should I house them?
House them.
Say less. All right. So I'm gonna do this on a piece.
That, of course it is. We giving it up for that. We giving it up for that.
Okay. Thank you. New shit.
New shit.
I've never done this before, so give me a little bit of grace. Paul, keep a time check on me. This is called Last Man Standing. I just got my voice back, so if I start getting a little crazy, you already know why. In the mirror, there's a human with a deep past. Deep eyes, deep scars, deep memories of whiplash against bloody black skin and bare ass. Rusty chains to the wrist. I could paint an uglier picture, but you get the gist. Bodies corroding amidst the gas fuming. Another reminder that niggers are not human. And here I am, on my soapbox with the pride flag. James Baldwin quote scribbled on a napkin in my pocket to remind me of my purpose. I am not just a black dick for jerking. I am not your new slave working. I am not the reminder of your ego and how it's still bruised and hurting because you just can't stop your bae from flirting. I am the victor. The victory my ancestors were hung for. Victorious over incessant capitalist environments. VOICE, the voice of dark skin and lip wrists. Too much sway in the hips. Here come the brigade of fist. From miscreants with locks long as lust on a summer's eve. Feeding on the insecurity handed down to him from kingsmen. All that gangster shit is rotting you from the real you within. Your gun is not a real weapon. Your brain is. So they mind fuck you into black massacre and self-hating, reminding you that the dark ones aren't the ones you should be dating. Here's this pretty exotical for your carnal mating. Leaving your racist parents and loved ones shaking. I fell in love with a man who put his fist to my face. Locked eyes with my best friend and he took my place. I was too afraid to speak up because I didn't fight back and I couldn't face telling somebody that. So I swallowed all of the embarrassment and it turned into fat. Heavy body, heavy heart, heavy soul leaking into my art. Heavy shirt from the weight of my tears. Why do you think I've been hiding in house music for so many years? My therapist told me I'm too dope and I don't realize it. While I appreciate his affirmation of me, that shit ain't help until I realized that there was a king inside of me. Waging wars human eyes can't see, and I began setting boundaries. No, you won't use me. Fuck you. Yoke me up and bruise me. Spiritually and mentally abuse me. Manipulate and confuse me. You will approach me with kindness. And you will hug me with love. And you will respect me like I respect you. And if not, it's a dub. I'm more than human. I'm a mutant.
He said I'm more than human. I'm a mutant. Oh shit. Hold up. I want to unmute everybody. Please, y'all. Give it up for the fucking ism.
Word. Perfect.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Absolutely. Word.
That was the perfect piece to go with blank with Poetax piece.
All the way on point. Ism all the way.
Thank you. I am more than human.
Wow.
I am a mutant.
Wow. That's the first time I ever did that piece. Yo,
World premiere. This is a world premiere.
Yo, thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ism. Thank you, because this is also world premiere shit. Doing a DJ on Zoom, like we doing a DJ and an open mic on a Zoom. Hey, hit him. Cypher, don't get. Hold on, I got to rewind the poem 27 times so I could do my best funk flat.
Get. So y'all, I really loved victorious over incestual capitalist experiments. Like, it's the acronym for me. It was the spelling of that. Yeah, so damn, we gonna keep it moving, we gonna keep it flowing. That was an incredible set. The house music had me housing too. He housed us. Speaking of rhythm and music and my people from the bricks, coming up next to the stage is a young artist, a young talented college student now, but I know him through the Evolute Culture fam and team and the NJ Pack educational, right? Yeah, so please welcome, coming up next to the stage, and I know he's in here, please give it up for Mr. Luca D. Y'all.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, I'm. This is. I just finished half of this song so far. A little conscious hip hop, represent.
Oh,
Yeah, this is my first. It's probably gonna be my first like fully formatted like song. So I'm really excited how it's turning out. Can I is it okay if I share screen? It would be good if you guys could read along.
Okay, it's done. You can go ahead.
Okay, sure. Okay. Thank you. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep,
Can you guys? Okay, you guys can see it too.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, ready? He got the fire in his soul, the desire in his soul. He's been through so many struggles, but it didn't take a toll. Yeah, he's a fighter. He's a fighter through the darkest of days. He will inspire through desire, spreading art through pain. So I was born into the city. I felt the nitty and the gritty, brain damage at birth. The first thing that only hit me of a triple diagnosis. While finding that prognosis, felt locked in itself for life, split in half like my toast while getting passes in masses. In my special ed classes where when my brain harasses, they didn't see through like glasses. Had me teaching, not teachers. This a feature with features, a double special debut. My lucky 7 syllable creatures. He got the fire in his soul, the desire in his soul. He's been through so many struggles, but it didn't take a toll. Yeah, he's a fighter. He's a fighter through the darkest of days. He will inspire through desire, spreading art through pain. Luca D.
Okay. Go ahead. Bars.
Touch these vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud. Bars for aeons. Bars for aeons. I'm painting with them words, crayon.
Yeah, the last line when I said lucky 7 syllable creatures, the last 7 lines were ended with they're all 7 syllables, and then the my lucky 7 lines.
Hey, just came up with a 7-7. See, what you did there, Luca, is you just created a new poetic form, and it is called the hanging Luca D. No, but for real, like for you to embed some stuff like that, right? It goes to show that like all of us, like that was first of all dope ass fucking rap. Finish that, or if it already feels finished, but
No, I want to add a second verse so it like I can make a beat to it and stuff. But.
Oh, you got this, Luca. You already got the gift. You got the gift. Tell everybody where they can find you.
At Luca D on Instagram and TikTok. So I'll put it in the chat.
Excellent. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Evolu child, Evolu, aspiring, rising, not aspiring, ascending artist. Yeah. Thank you for your ascension, Luca. And he also does dance routines. He's a multi-modal talented artist. So make sure y'all follow him. Damn, so much talent in the room, so much talent in the building. And we gonna move from one person that I know from the Evolu team to the founder of the Evolu team, because coming up next to the New Yo stage, y'all gotta give it up for one half of Sean De Paul, one more time, the CEO and founder of Evolu Culture, my Uso. Give it up for Mr. Sean Battle. Yo!
Check, boy, 2 1 2. Y'all can hear me? All right. You would call me up, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I actually want to spit tonight. But for those who don't know me, I see a lot of familiar faces here. I am Sean Battle, coming to you now from South Jersey. I'm with family for the holiday, the turkey and all that. But based out of Newark, New Jersey, the CEO and founder of Evolu Culture Ventures. I'm gonna get this out the way now and get into the piece. EvoluCulture.com. That is EVOLUCULTURE.com. Evolu Culture on all social media. I'll put all that in the inbox, but that's more for those who are watching this on YouTube. Evolu Culture on all social media. Poet Sean Battle on all social media. And I've been trying to figure out what in the West Side of Hell I've been wanting to do. Called Queso, help! I gotta bring my team into this.
I mean, all of your pieces slap. I mean, I don't know. Part of me wants you to do "Don't Run," but
You want me to do? Oh shit. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is going to be in the album.
Black and wait, hold on. Black and Blue is the request. Black and Blue is the request from Notorious. Yeah. Okay. Black and Blue is the request from Notorious.
Shout out to the educational development director, Notorious. Oh, Lord have mercy. This will be in the project Don't Run, my first spoken word album, which comes out October 2024, aka the 10th anniversary of Evolution Culture. So I'm gonna just get into this, and then Paul, if you can, just let people know about our next Evolution Dope Mic, because tickets are up, because this is probably gonna take me out. Oh Jesus. May 23rd, 2013, I graduated with a Master of Fine Arts in Poetry from Rutgers, Newark. The following night, I was mugged. Welcome to the real world, I guess. Black and Blue, a true story. Halsey Street, Newark, New Jersey. The belt was too big for my blue shorts. Hands holding them at the waistline. I darted across the street before the cars came. Eyes on what used to be the art kitchen and the sudden stream of bodies whose melanin were a blue shadow. The shorts slid past my ankles as my skull was laced into a knot. I should have stood still, let them unzip my backpack full of new books, but no. Too suburban to know what was going on before. Don't run, nigga! Don't run! Don't run, nigga! Don't run! Don't run, nigga! Don't run, nigga! Don't run, nigga! Don't run! Don't run, nigga! Don't run! Don't run, nigga! Don't run! Don't run, nigga! Don't run, nigga! Don't run, nigga! Don't run! I did not see the fist of feet that forced screams to leap from my mouth. Next time, I'll remember. To pedestrians, screens are a reminder to lock all of the doors. To the boys walking for Burger King who robbed me as if I were a choice off the menu, they were a signal to silence the scene at all costs. To me, my screams were a wake-up call to the limits of privilege. It did not matter if the day was filled with family enjoying New York's hustle and bustle as tourists 24 hours after caps and tassels filled the air in celebration of my masters. In the eyes of strangers with math on their side, I am another target, spoiled in having his voice heard. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming, nigga. Stop screaming. They might as well have taken my shorts before the sirens scared them off. Covering my sneakers, one more tug would have given them 320s out my back pocket. But an iPhone and wallets with state ID and debit cards were enough to flee. No younger than 13. This pack was experience and decadence to stain my bliss with darkness shaded between their skin and mine. I pulled my shorts up, walked 10 more minutes with my back hunched in shame, 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 shame. Get on up, nigga. Get on up. Shame, get on up, nigga. Get on up. Shame, get on up, nigga. Get on up, nigga. Get on up, nigga. Get on up. Shame, get on up, nigga. Get on up. Get on up, nigga. Get on up. Get on up, nigga. Get on up, nigga. Get on up, nigga. Get on up. Strength from within is a no-to force to wobble through darkness, half blind. Past restaurant with many friends were made. Past locals who never offered to call 911. Head swelled, eyes bloodshot, blue shorts muddy, black shoes stumped, knowing that mom expected a call saying I'll beat the Reaper. Sorry. To my apartment. No call came from me, but from the cop who dialed my number after finding two of them in a bush. One boy's shorts, doom, 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 ringing with guilt. I did not hear angry tones from family for not catching a cab. Nothing was as important as medics making sure blue black painted onto my brown did not mean fatality at close read. By the grace of God, this attack was to be revised by me into a testimony. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive, nigga. Stay alive. The day before, a colleague told me about not worrying about finding work. Just enjoy the air outside of this institution. Let it fill you with enough instinct needed to jazz up your intellect. No longer can the crutch of obliviousness be used. God will find a way to bruise parables onto your body. I can't act like that's never been desired. Too long have I felt like a failure. Too long have I felt like a bad friend, bad leader, bad student, bad teacher, bad poet, bad human being. Too long have I wanted the fucking pack to succeed. Too long have I named my favorite colors, black and blue. Yet I still, in spite of myself, stand tall, nigga. Stand tall. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall, nigga. Stand tall, nigga. Stand.
Give it up for Sean Battle, y'all.
Wow. Masters in poetry, I can see why. Damn. Wow.
Powerful.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Woo! The only thing, because I've been around this cat for a second, the only thing that was missing was catch these vibes, right? That's it. That was fire, man. Fire. Every time I hear that cat, he is
Sean,
always.
you wanna Miss La Presidenta is here. You want to give us an evolute? When I say evolute, y'all say coach. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. Shout outs. I see my team. Shit, my whole team is in the building now. Yeah. Let me run this round. CEO and founder Sean Battle, President, Treasure Board, Paul Queso, and POME Beyond 28 Publishing. The ism is our DJ. Shout out to Don Crip, China General Manager, and already shout out Artorias, the EDD. Shout outs to Demi the Vibe as well. Let's see how this sounds online. When I say evolute, y'all say culture. Evolute?
Culture.
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 Evolute?
Culture.
Catch these
Vibes.
So yeah. No.
If y'all want, you can follow him at Poet Sean Battle on IG and all social media, and at Evolute Culture is the collective. We got literally the whole Evolu fucking team here now. So we gonna keep moving with the list, y'all. We have some incredible wordsmiths to come up. This next man, he did a whole incredible series of poems here that I got to watch on replay, and I marvel at this man's mind. I want to see what the fuck he's about to do right now. Please welcome, coming up next to the stage, y'all. Give it up for Kazi Kaz.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is good. What's up, Mr. Poco Queso? Happy birthday, first of all, man. And yes, my first time doing the Zoom, you were the one that suggested that I do my ABCs in 3-letter increments, which worked out so perfectly, man. Thank you for that, man. All right, so for tonight, this piece, it's titled The Lifted Veils. Indiscriminately incriminating are the incredulously crazy crimes consistently committed at our expenses worth during our expensive births through Mother Earth's comprehensively extensive girth. At first, we were second to be third in line to be revived and reborn in the eye of the hurricane's fiery storm, where we were violently formed in single file to be a little bit wild enough to be conveniently reviled and scorned. This is the unfortunate new style and norm, which for a while has been performed on us in the form of such a rude smile, in the middle of such a smiling storm, as violence warned us of the impending silent swarms. I'm tired, torn, wired, worn. I'm not trying to conform, but I definitely got something for 'em. And I'm gonna try to keep this form within the foreign boundaries of diplomacy and decorum while I expose and explore them. Cause see, during the beginning of this end, the existential intuition of my pen will indefinitely stop time to eloquently intervene and infinitely transcend the chronologically implemented agendas which constantly and maliciously offend us. So therefore, my friend, please permit me to respectfully offend you with the honor in my truth, while the dignity and my integrity blatantly disrespects your surreptitiously supercilious stipulations with the honesty that resides in my coof. We've been blatantly baffled, befuddled, and bamboozled by the criminalistic confusions in your bewildering perplexities. So clearly, I must clarify the clear clarification in clarifying the clearness of my clarified complexities. You've excessively stretched our strengths to the absolutely fullest extent of their incredibly extensive extremities, from robbing our identities to stealing our serenities with people like you. Who the hell needs any enemies? It seems you do. You want to keep us at war to keep us separated. You want us distracted from your evil agenda. You want us ignorant so you can imprison us. You want us divided so you can conquer us. But it's time for the evil veils of the world to be lifted to the point where they can only be noticed from a distance and eventually wiped from the history of our world's existence with a persistent tenacity, insistent on the righteous infliction of a viably vicious type of veracity, complicit with the mission and the vision at hand. Because divided we fall, and so united we most definitely must stand. I say this because I am an anonymous anomaly with a quality over quantity philosophy who's still waiting on an apology. But honestly, I'm oddly in harmony with the modesty of my prophecy's odyssey, because undoubtedly honesty is always the best policy. Meanwhile, my mental optometry is a subconscious commodity instrumentally essential to this quintessentially influential monopoly, which is an integral part of my incrementally monumental pathology, commonly implemented as an oddity of a novelty, which is an obvious atrocity due to the ominous animosity which hauntingly followed me like the dichotomy between prosperity and poverty. So constantly, I must defend my progeny psychology chronologically until they confidently become the prodigy which arguably they consciously ought to be. Know what I mean? Thank you.
Give it up. Pause, yo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serious.
Thank you.
Best
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, so fiery. Set off the fire alarm.
Thank you, man.
Like literally, our alarm was going off half of that poem. Your words traveled. They made it.
Wow. Wow. Oh man, that's awesome.
is the sonic artillery of the delivery for me. You always come with this like machine gun funk, Kazi Kaz, and I appreciate you, man. It's hard to be the level of wordsmith that we get here consistently. Right, Ism? The smoke alarm been going off like a motherfucker. Sorry, no, they didn't even hear it. No idea. They have no idea that y'all. I mean, heat, sonic artillery. Yeah. I'm Kaz. Where can they follow you? Where can they find you?
I'll put my stuff on the chat right now. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Appreciate you,
I
brother.
got you. I'll put it down now.
Thank you.
No doubt. Thank you. I appreciate you too, man. No doubt. Always.
Brother, be good.
Thank you, man.
Whew, y'all have been fire breathing in this space. Y'all have been doing incredible things on this stage, and we can't function and go unless we have a full team. And the next two performers coming up are also part of our New Yorican Essential Operations team. Please welcome a programs assistant. Not only that, she's also a fucking incredible poet and one hell of a karaokeer. If y'all don't know, she is Jazz Leisha Keys. Please give it up. Coming up next to the stage, Jasmine Gonzalez, y'all. This girl is on fire. Sorry, it had to do it with the smoke alarm.
So I got one poem for you guys. It's going to be a little doozy, so give me some grace with this. My heart, let's spit venom towards you. The hold you had on me was unhealthy. I saw a spot to land, but there was no cushion for me when I was pinned to the concrete. Crushed under your backhand compliment and the instant of your presence. Internally screamed, help me. When trying to escape my throat, the plea became hooked up to the pieces of me. Gave you my heart, soul, and body, to my race essence was empty. Hand you the world, that's to say I never asked you for this. Truth was, I would too glad to see you smile. But I give you a straw, with an end sharp as a knife, stick it in my chest, and you let you suck out a drop of blood, validation, and affection to fill your belly. I'd ask, have you had your fill? If you said no, I'd find a way to give you more. Until I was nothing more than a shell of who I was. That's okay, at least you were full, right? Then I found the pen, the ink flowed out, and I felt a release. My pages learned how dark arts were my forte. My fingers moved across the page, as I quietly felt the promise to heal me. I raised my voice to match the sound of thunder. The world began to listen. I threw my head back. A scream escaped my throat. Dark shadows flew out. Demons were exorcised. The black from my eyes faded away, showing the green they're meant to be. Deep inhale, loud exhale. Tears poured from my eyes. I'm shackled to my darkness. Whispered the words, I'm free. Thank you. And I have one more for you guys. It's called The Mystique of the Red Dahlia. Straight to her stem, keep her standing above her demons. The deep red in her petals are a scars of perseverance, reeling you in with her untold story. You might hear of her pain or tell of her glory. A rare breed to find, always a sight to behold. Best believe you'll want to watch how the mystery unfolds. On that note, I have a book, Because of the Red Dahlia, on Amazon now. You can buy it $20. And that's what I got. Put my info in the chat for you. And hold on.
Yes. Buy that book, y'all. Buy that book. Plug it.
Chat right now, I gotcha. It'll be in the chat.
Yay, Jasmine, buy her book. Amazing.
Ooh, give it up for Jazz.
Beautiful.
Give it up for Jazz.
Beautiful.
Oh, Jazz, I hear you're working up.
Yes.
Congrats on the book. Make sure you go support the artists.
Love it.
Incredible. And she's been on this journey all since I met her. She has been grinding, and some, grind culture is not a great thing, but at the same time, when it's something you love and you see the fruits of your labor come to fruition, then all you could ask for is all that you've been pouring into, and she's seen it on the other side of all that work. So I just want to say thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all that you do behind the scenes, in front of the curtain, on the stages, on the pages. Fucking buy her book. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So coming up next to the stage, y'all, and I'm gonna start moving quick because we're getting close to overtime. But y'all came through. Y'all fucking signed up on this this powerhouse of a good luck round. Usually La Bruja caps it at 5. However, we wanted to expand it. Oh, you good? You got you. There's a lot of fire breathing in this room tonight. Coming up next, there is another Paul in this space. I mean, there's several Pauls in this space tonight. However, this next one coming to the stage, it is not the intern Paul. He will not be minimized to a title. This is the Paul, the definitive Paul, because he is out here contributing to the New Yo as well. And this man, I would be proud to call my son. No, this is the superior Paul. Please welcome Paul Abreu to the stage, y'all.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I want to say thank you quickly to Ron, to Paul con Queso, the excellent Paul. I can't even come up with the word. Is Elemental, everybody here, Jasmine. Thank you for your wonderful poetry. I'm just gonna share 2 poems real quick. There's no point in me like doing the screen share, but I'm just gonna get into it and read it. Just one moment. Give me 1 sec. All right. This one is called Bathtub Bathypelagic Zone. It's about subsidized housing. Black mold fingertips paint my ceiling. No hot water. Cousin adopted by my father, my sister. She's down under. I am there too, in a different way. But I can't help but to believe how we are creatures of that same depth, which with easy, terse communion, once I fold to the cold ocean's pressure, and there it is, the blessing of light. We want to gander, yet my tia's murder shade no dissuade our view upward, with whispers of a predator's tricks, could be the light of another anglerfish. And I worm back to the black, trying to forget how my sister is sinking down, searching by instinct for her murdered mother's corpse, stripped of all meat, her bones littering the sea floor. I have no hot water, but I'm in the bathtub, musing on black mold fingertips, painting my ceiling, and how we both ended up here at the bottom of the sea. Thank you. And then here's another one. I like this one because it's weird. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, new shit, and it's related to like decolonization. So it's called My Enslavement to Light. So apparently, I am the dawn, and my light exists 3 places: my heart, my head, and my palm. Still, I'm bound somewhere lost. My darkness, I've no witness. Yet it's there, I know. I know where slaving, fearful, sunk, sharing in our listless frights, yet our dawn will be recaptured. This is our truth. I am ever in my malaise. Though it gleams, was that my illumination? My master fits my fucking wit. I've burned his decoration, enlightening mired slaves. So I come forth, newly born, nubile, tender, like the softness of new sprung petals, and I'm warm to the touch. I smell myself, and I smell the fragrance of petals burned to perfumed cinders, tinged by the grizzled, boiled sweat of my ancestors set to the flame. Thank you.
I'm gonna need y'all to unmute and give some love up for Paul Abreu, y'all. My God.
Beautiful work.
Oh my God. Breathtaking, staggering.
That was amazing, Paul. I'm just so glad that you guys got to see the other members of the program team, Jasmine and Paul. Paul, keep writing and keep performing. That was amazing.
Like, yo, that first poem fucking gutted me. That was like a fucking fish hook right to the heart. Like, oh, the imagery, another anglerfish, and then the black mold, and then she was surfacing just to look for her dead like mother. Fuck, man. Fuck you, because you're a fiction writer. See, and prose and fiction writers, they can just give you all that dense imagery and just like leave you in a fucking movie, in a moment. And that's Paul. Paul, told you he's the superior Paul. He is the superior Paul. Okay, give it up again for Paul Abreu, y'all. And he's going to tell you where you can find him. Paul Stainless Steel, right? Stain Lesteal, I think, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my WordPress.
Bet. Okay. Drop it. Yeah, drop your WordPress. Shout out to the writing geeks in the room when we have WordPresses, Tumblrs, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We love it. Rock on, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bless, guys. Okay, so we are moving down to our final 4 performers in the good luck round. And coming up next, she is our best on the left coast. She is the bee who is not the bee, not the new yos. Bianca is Bianca. And she is beyond, y'all. So y'all about to see. You got to sign up because she got a Patreon. She got her own whole thing. She got the whole dope writers Poet Society. Okay, I'm getting all tripped up because she's just great. Y'all about to hear her spit on this stage, and then y'all can follow her from there. She gonna let you know all the things. Please give it up for Bianca, y'all.
Yay! I'm happy to be here. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I couldn't miss this. So thank you, Paul. Happy birthday. I'm glad to be in this space with everybody again. So I'm gonna actually be reciting a poem I've done before. It's called Lovesick. And I just feel like it's very current and it has a lot to do with just this theme and being in this space with everybody. So here it goes. Love conquers all. Love conquers me. Love conquers us. Does love really conquer all? Can it cover up crevices of darkness peeking through, trying to digest the light it wasn't meant for? Can love show me ways to get to where I'm supposed to go, besides through pain and healing first? The space my body takes up is a bridge, filling the gap between a rock and a hard place. Only concrete thoughts are welcomed here. Because I'm tired of floating and then sinking and then gasping for air. Love is finicky, like a fish out of water, baited by promises and trapped by vows, pulsating in a bucket filled with hope, like it kept trying to catch itself. Love creates laughter and sadness. It's a wild card of wisdom. It gives us a deck of cards we never know how to deal. Love conquers any conversation, but we never know if it's showing us shadows painted on the illuminated walls or if it's a bloodline baited with broken promises. Love can be as deep as the ocean, but seems to only thrive in shallow waters, enough to see from the surface, drowning growth and washing away impurities of the conquered, like how the conquistadors loved on my people. So now we carry crucifixes of their names on the backs of our native tongue that now speaks of blended love, tongue twisted with confusion, tornadoes of troubled truth. And although I know it's tradition to forget, the memory of pain is embedded into my spine because my body carries the stories of my ancestors. So when it rains, it pours. And when it rains, my ancestors weep. Weeping the cerebral cortex that composes our consciousness, interlocking with hook, line, and sinker. I'm sinking. I'm floating. I'm gasping for air, but everyone stares like I've just reached the bottom of the fish tank. Love has put me in a spectator sport. Everyone stares like love can't be fluid, as if love can't run through us. Only away from us, love conquers water. The tides offering the gifts we think we need until it drowns us in tsunami sorrows. So when we talk about it, we can laugh until breathing becomes a gift. Or how love conquers women through social media gratification, only to lure them into a world full of trauma and left with cadavers of regret at the hands of men who had no intention of giving their hearts away, so they took hers instead. The love we embody always takes somebody. This is the love I know. This is how I remember it. The way a fish is still a fish even after it's been gutted. And do you think the fish forgave you? See, love can conquer anything. It can conquer your heart like a cancer, eating away until you're nothing but a vessel of your mistakes, disguising themselves as something beautiful. That kintsugi type of love, like lacquered but shattered, and it's all with gold to highlight how love could murder you into living. Love conquers your mind. Love tricks you into thinking that maybe, just maybe, you can sleep on a heavy heart, anchoring you to the ocean floor, swimming with the world's wonders, wondering if you'll ever be good enough. Does love really conquer all? Because I love thee with the love I seem to lose. Thank you.
Ooh!
Wow. I want to
Yeah.
yell.
Damn.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Super performance.
Congo's
Damn.
everything. That was beautiful.
Come
Oh
on.
wow, that was just beautiful.
I'm so happy we have two Bs here at the New York. Wow, that's amazing.
Awesome. That's fucking awesome. Word up.
That was crazy. How the fish forgives the water and then the whole. Oh God. Yeah, that was crazy. The kintsugi kind of love, right? Okay, so Bianca, where to plug your things, tell people where to follow you and take part in all the things that you do.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat. You guys can follow me at Bianca, b.Yanka. I also, like Paul said earlier, I have a Patreon where I do workshops, and I put journal entries on there for people that are still kind of afraid of workshops and don't want to commit to that, but still want to write and still want to be in tune with their healing. I do that. It's called the Dope Poet Society. So yeah, it's just a place, another safe place like this where people can come together and create community. So I'll go ahead and I'll drop all those details in the chat, okay?
Yes, we love it. We love it. We love you. And that was the perfect transition. Like we went from Paul's fish poem to your fish poem, and then we just out here swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. All right. So, moving from one coast to another, from one sea to another. She is 1/3 of the Jersey Trinity. She is the chameleon poetic with the Chameleon Chronicles. Please give it up for Miss Terry Rose Jertson, y'all.
Hello. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America is not so beautiful sometimes. When we negate anything we don't understand, keep burying our heads in the sand, when confronted with the truth. When we put guns and money before the lifeblood, open souls, open wounds, and minds collectively cry. Die, die, die. We're all dying inside. Why? 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 You don't realize we're the enemy? Anything else is deception. We can't continue to try to force feed our twisted philosophy. It is no longer reality. This idea of democracy. God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Terry. Give it up for Teresa Rose Jertson, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank
Terry.
Oh. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. Both the poetry and the singing. Beautiful.
The only context I want to hear our national anthems is ironically. That's how you do it. We love it, Terry. Thank you. Yeah, if you want, you can follow her. Please plug all your socials, Terry. Let us know where people can follow you, buy your book, support you, all of that.
The book, Chameleon Chronicles. You can get it. You can just, I don't know, message me in my inbox, Terry Rose
Well,
Jurtson,
Yeah.
Teresa Rose Jurtson on Facebook, or The Chameleon Poetic on Instagram, or if you want to buy it another way, you can get it on the Word is Right website, which is redorgreenbooks.com. And this Saturday and every last Saturday of the month, I'm hosting karaoke.
Hey!
9 p.m.
We love that. Okay, bet. Love it. Terry is also a karaoke superstar. Terry has come through many a karaoke after party or Voices and Vibes in person and online. So if you want to hear more for vocal stylings, go and follow her. Go and find her there. All right. So our last duo coming up are a result of peer pressure. I peer pressured both of them. Two poets that I love, two poets that I respect, two brothers that I admire. One is on the Lower East Side, and he said he would not perform unless our closing poet for the night also performed. So due to my peer pressure upon my peer, he put pressure on my peer to create double intensified peer pressure, and thus we have diamonds born. So please welcome to the stage, coming up, our penultimate poet, no stranger to the Nuyorican stage, one of the contemporaries and an important piece of the bricks in our history at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Please welcome Mr. Paul Skiff to the stage, y'all. It's about to do the skip verse.
Hey, 1, 2, you got a sufficient sound level? I've been having trouble with the sound here. Just want to make sure you're getting to your ears. Thank you. I guess it's the peer group circle. Blame me. I didn't expect to do this, but I'm always grateful to be asked whatever pressure it takes. I'm just going to race through a thing I did for the 3rd year anniversary of the Monday night open. And I'm just going to do half of it because it's too long and race through it. So forgive me. It's so good to be here with all of you. I knew Paul was emceeing, so I wanted to come by. And also because I knew what kind of extremists Paul attracts and hangs out with. So this is half of a tribute to the cafe on the 3rd anniversary of the Monday night. Awaken, awaken, awaken with me in the neighborhood where people are drawn because of its poetry, and we'll build a new home from monocultural's wreckage, each surviving voice a sonic smooch from long ago founders' visionary imperative, the living apothecary of medicinal language. Yes, in the 3rd year of the mutagenic pestilence, hate culture sells religious freedom as extermination of women's choice. Whole states have social responsibilities politically engineered to be antisocial. Oppressing gender nonconformists is called protecting children, while protecting gun owners is sanctified with prayers and hopes for children guns kill. Banning books while putting backward restrictions on teaching are the plan for public endarkenment. Ungodly godmongers intoxicated on self-pride militarize faith with the vulgar bamboozle of politics. But here, that's right, here, in this neighborhood made of brick, in this neighborhood made of electricity and light, what began as us returns, reverberating with celebration. Our love has circled the year like a planet of voices through the founder's solar vision. This neighborhood illuminates you in the place right there where you are in the world, now embraced by this neighborhood that attracts humans by their ears. For there is no other single neighborhood in the whole fucking world known for its poetry. Do you see the founder's vision? There is only one life, all live as singular time passengers. This is the dimension of liberty, folks, a grace within you that can only be sensed with your humanity. Be it known to you who have come to listen, welcome to our alive abration. Recover, preserve, promote, protect, raise up. Truth of freedom shout emanating from the base of your spine where your mother emplaced it long ago. The human body finds natural sound by use of voice. My voice, my body, voice, my voice, body, voice, 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 my body, my voice, voice, choice, my body, my voice, my choice, my body, my choice, my body, my choice. Because our bodies carry our voice, because our voices carry our choice, because it is from choice our dignity rises. Be it known to you who ponder where my madness, my unsettledness rises from, gifted to me by my mother. Her no compromise and free thinking build me. She prepared me for bearing dust and ashes. My lungs still harbor in privilege, honor as sacred, walking hereafter for 3,000 pulverized souls from those disappeared, once sky-high, collapsed towers. Each morning, I awake with a poem in my mouth. That is not a nor'easter lightning storm rumbling down from New England you hear rattling in your soul windows. Not a churning bomb cyclone whirligig howling up from the Gulf, flooding the street corner of your avoidance. Not the rebellion bomb desecrating the Francis Tavern of your ideas about entertainment, nor the basement of the weatherman's apartment exploding out onto the 14th Street of your normality. No, what you are hearing is the part of my incendiary spirit, the shining emanation of a creative force, lovingly encouraged by the New Yorican Poets Cafe starting the day in 1988. Miguel Algarin took me by my hand on East 3rd Street and pulled me in the front door, saying, "Are you looking for poetry? Bienvenidos a la zona de libertad, seres queridos. If you did not know by now, la puerta está abierta de par en par." In the 3rd year of the freak microbe's reign, the world has remained horribly wrecked with base meanness, political stupidity, senseless violence, irreligious pieties, backward oppression, crude profit motives, destructive, masculine ego fests, all a pestilent heart sickness created by humans themselves. So let us prescribe to ourselves the work we have always done to forge our togetherness here at the New Yorican Poets Cafe, here. Over here, there is no act of the pawn, no distorted smile, no forced loyalty. Here, danger is to tricks that fool each other, no flood, famine, raging epidemic, or hopeless war. For I possess enough spirit to exclude them. I was called to this meeting. I arose here in this transmission. I manifest as defiant light in this transmission meeting. To celebrate our love at the New Yorican Poets Cafe in the sky. The New Yorican Poets Cafe in the sky. Thanks for your generous listening. It's been a delight to be here with you all.
Give it up for Paul Skip.
Never ceases.
Roy Cider, Jedi Master.
Beautiful. Always beautiful. Always beautiful, man.
I love how you were whispering, you know, come on now, Paul. That was wonderful. Wow.
23. Hey, okay. We are being visited by divine guides and angels. Yeah. So we just want to say thank you, Jedi Master Skiff, for bringing history into the space every time that you touch stage and every time that you grace us with your voice. And thank you. I'm glad that the Paul peer pressure worked. So yes, you can follow him at Skiffgram, right?
Yeah, that's it on the IG, SKIFF Gram. I'll put it in the chat. Thanks again, everybody, and Paul and RMT for all the work you do here, and all you other very hard toilers who are here tonight from the cafe. It's my privilege to be here with you. Thank you.
And it's our privilege to be here with you, Paul. And don't think I forgot about that collab poem that we have to do together. Like I did not forget, and I will never forget, because that's gonna happen. We'll manifest that shit. So a quick service announcement: we are gonna have a slight family after party. We're just gonna have like an open room and an open space if people want to chill for about 10 minutes. After the recording finishes today, there will be a recording off, like announcement by that Robo girl, and then Ron and myself are gonna hold the space, and y'all can just chop it up like it's a family table. After y'all eat dessert, you talk shit, all of that. We will hold the space, and it won't be recorded, so anything that is said in the space cannot be legally held against you, so don't worry about that. But yeah, it's a family affair, so that's what we do. We push away from the table and then we talk our shit, and people say the realest of the real there. So this is going to bring us to our last performer of the night. Thank you all. I just want to say it's been an honor to host tonight. Thank you, Ism, for DJing. I appreciate you, birthday boy. It is still your birthday for another 35 minutes, so we're going to revel in it. And speaking of brothers, and speaking of family, and speaking of traditions, we about to welcome our last performer in the space. He is here on the stage because myself and Paul Skiff have peer pressured him to do so, but also because that's what we do. We storm gods of storm forces. We conjure and we maneuver through the sky, and then we land and shit just gets dismantled. So I need y'all to give it up for my brother, part of the storm gods. Give it up for Elemental.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Listen. Before y'all leave out of here, you got to give it up for Paul con Queso. This cat is doing such a phenomenal job hosting. I'm telling you, shout out to Ism, shout out Evolute Culture, for real. It's going down in there, man, for real. Y'all taking it to another level in here, man. I love it, for real. I'm gonna do this and get out of y'all way, man, for real. To every poet who touched the mic this evening, thank you for all of your energy. Really, y'all make this thing go. You are phenomenal poets, and you continue to inspire me, right? So I hope that I can only return the favor. This is just what I do, man. Let's just call this another version of America's Nightmare. They say 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for Black Thought, and 4 to set goal. 5 times 6 pass hours where 7 gets ate up by Nina Ross 10 seconds after 1 and 1 were cuffed by 12 on Calle 13 when good old boys remember when it was just plain old 13th Street. Crossed them good old tracks back in them good old days when boys knew their place in grooves of masses, boots made for walking over shallow graves dug just deep enough to keep stench of depravity, enticing insatiable cannibals craving more blood than Pharaoh Nosferatu, whose lust and lack of mercy only eclipsed by wickedness times square root of COINTELPRO divided by Reaganomics to the power of fear that equates to patriotism or acts that quiet is kept made privacy in America gone with the wind in Bogart fashion for Hollywood to benefit from tragedy as most blockbusters do. Federalist paper thesis, this masterclass plays out on corner as capital concept turned dark alleys, study halls, written lessons, how uneducated schools become one-way streets to crime university. Bells traded for blickies that ring out on this campus, ain't no coming back next year. Some find God in gunsmoke, healing in heavy heartbeats, or solace in sirens, saved or slain, still sing same songs, mama's tears, cracked pavement, praying for sons treated as flagrant fouls before they ever step in or on the court, because it's hard out here for a pimp. Don Bishop for president, resident revolver emeritus, graduated, come loud with it, representative of hard heads that bounce off asphalt, think Spalding and hardwood, ignorance, pounding pavements, plantation airwaves, pounding rocks on chain gangs that sound like A versus ER, breaking eardrums and billboard contents because it sounds cool. You know that slang we use turned muse for whitey on both sides of the moon to profusely accuse the melanation of being more than survivors because slavery is not so PC these days, according to Kanye, yet sharecropping keeps popping up in American history like Purple Mountain Majesty's Genghis Khan. It's all Geechee as long as we gullah and gutters of corporate slave ships, sponsorships, unprogrammable with uncut slanguish. Make dangerous faction almost always about that action. Stand clear of this pure imagination that will construct counter strikes to unplug your synchronicity with anything other than cog and machine. We represent the only blemish on this magnificent manifestation of their American dream. Peace, y'all.
Oh, please give it the fuck up, bro. Back to the poet, y'all.
Wow. Always, man. Always with that fire, man. Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a student of your word work.
I wouldn't do what I do without y'all, for real. Like
the gullah and gutters of corporate slave ships. Like, bruh.
Yeah. Work.
Listen, I love
The
all
thing
this so
is
much,
insane.
man.
The man thing is mental, elemental.
Ridiculous.
I appreciate y'all.
Do toll with a 2 instead of a T. Vision works, and the vision works got a 3 in it, right? Or 2?
Let's go. Let's go. You know what it is? Let's go. Come on,
Follow
man.
him. Plug in elemental.com. You can also buy his merch because his merch is also incredible. I got one of his shirts, and I wear it very often to let people know I'm a poet and I fucking does this, right?
Word up.
And I couldn't think of a better way to close out this decolonized mic than that piece, than this whole row. Like this tonight was just a killer's row of poets. Like y'all really all brought some power to the space. I want to give it up for all of y'all. I want to give it up for everybody who's been on this stage and on this mic tonight. And even everybody who attended but didn't spit. Like, thank you for bringing your energy, your love, your support.
Word.
This is a memorable night for me. I've hosted a lot of shit, but I haven't hosted a lot of events where there's as much power in the room as there was tonight. Y'all brought a special vibe. So thank you. Thank you, Ron, for helping with the tech and opening and holding the space and producing and doing all the things you do behind the scene. We love you. You down with RMT? Yeah, you know me. And then we gonna cut this recording off. And if y'all want to chill and hang for a few and talk and chop it up, we will keep the room open so you can have community and share in that. And if not, then safe journeys. Enjoy your last slice of pumpkin pie or whatever the fuck you about to get into as your nightcap.